getting it. You're not getting that every single fucking time you mention the circumstances, you are literally keeping them in place with your awareness. So those of you who've watched me before, you know that I go live and I answer people's manifestation questions. And one of the biggest questions that always comes up is, this is happening, or this has happened, or what do I do about this thing, this circumstance? And recently I've done a course called Fuck the 3D, Why Circumstances Don't Matter. And it was a mini course, but I've discovered that so many of you are goddamn obsessed with your circumstances, and you need to learn that they do not fucking matter. So now I've turned this into a full-blown course because so many of you need to learn this immediately. So guys, please do join me for this Loz lesson, and I will teach you why circumstances don't matter and why it's the biggest problem in manifestation that you guys keep going on and fucking on about your goddamn circumstances as if they're special. They're not special. In fact, you're not fucking special. I know that sounds awful, but honestly, guys, your circumstances are no different to anybody else's circumstances. They're not fucking special because why? Because you created the goddamn circumstances, therefore you can change them. So I don't care if your specific person told you to fuck off and die. I don't care if there's 10 third parties. I don't care if he's cheated 1,000 times. Circumstances don't matter. Now that adage, which all good manifestation teachers will teach you, doesn't not apply to you because suddenly your circumstances are different. Yeah, but he said, but my circumstances, but, no buts. No special, no circumstances. Stop fucking going on about them. So many of you go on about them in the Facebook group, in my Subconscious Laws free Facebook group, and you should know better in my squad, my pay group. You go on and fucking on in the Q&A forum about your goddamn circumstances. And the reason why we don't want you to go on about them is each time you focus on them, each time you question about them, each time you mention them, you're keeping those circumstances in place. Oh, thank you for the hat while I ran. Thank you, John Johnson. Are you getting this? The reason why we tell you not to go on about the circumstances is not only because you created them, therefore you can change them, but because every fucking time you mention them, every single time you write a question about them, every single time you think about them, every single time you ruminate about them, you are keeping that circumstance in place. If you've done the first part of my Why Circumstances Don't Matter mini course, which is now a course, you'll understand that you've got to say, fuck the 3D, fuck the circumstances, because they don't fucking matter, because I created them so I can fucking change them, and my circumstances aren't special. But you all fucking go on about them. So tonight, you're all going to be getting an email if you're on my email list. If you're at subconsciouslaws.com, okay, go and sign up for the Loz letter, or if you sign up to my free Facebook group right now, before the Loz lesson letter comes out about this upgrade to the course, you'll learn what the biggest problem is. If you put your email in there, you'll get this email. And the biggest fucking problem is you guys going on about your circumstances and focusing on them. And guess what? That's keeping the circumstance there. It's creating more of it. So say, for example, there's a third party in your reality. If you keep going on about the bitch, going and looking at Instagram to see if she's posted any more pictures of her and your specific person, guess what? She'll fucking stay in your reality. And every time you ruminate about her, and every time you mention her, and every time you complain about her to your friends, and every time you go and look at fucking Instagram, you're keeping her there. We're not telling you to stop focusing on circumstances for fun. We're telling you because we're understanding, like you're not, that focusing on the circumstance keeps the circumstance in place. We're not telling you not to mention it because we're bitches. We're not telling you not to mention it for fun. We're not telling you to not mention it because we think it's something to say. We are literally telling you how you're manifesting more of that shit, more of those circumstances that you think are so fucking important. But if you actually did this course, and you actually fucking open your ears and stop thinking your circumstances were fucking special, you would realize that every single time you focus on those circumstances, focus on the third party, focus on the no money, focus on your health circumstances and bad prognosis from the doctor. You're keeping that circumstance in place. That's why we say circumstances don't matter, and that's why we say stop fucking talking about it. Like, we're not saying it for no reason. Oh, yeah, but mine is special, but he said, but she did, but this happened. Like, it actually does my head in that you guys keep telling me what the circumstances are. And there's an example, and you'll see it tomorrow on YouTube. The last Loz lesson I did on here, a girl went on and fucking on about her circumstances, about her fiancé left her. And I kept asking her, what were the thoughts you had before he broke up with you, before he broke off the engagement? And the girl would not answer my question. And I kept saying to her, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? And all that girl did was tell me about her goddamn circumstances. Yes, but I did Kim Velez's course and it didn't work. I manifested him back and then left. This happened. Well, don't fucking blame Kim Velez for a start. She wasn't listening to anything poor Kim said. She obviously didn't do the courses properly because all she was focused on was the goddamn circumstances. And I asked her, and I got so goddamn frustrated in the video, and you can watch it tomorrow. It's on Premiere at 9 p.m. EST. That I just said to her, you know why that course didn't work for you? You weren't fucking listening. You keep focusing on the circumstances. And the circumstances don't matter. So tell me once and for all before I fucking block you from the chat, what were you fucking thinking? And then I kind of guesstimated what she was thinking about the fact that she was abandoned as a child. And guess what? That's exactly what fucking happened to her. And that's why he abandoned her, because she had subconscious thought in the back of her mind that any moment now the shoe's going to drop. Why has this guy chosen me? I can't believe I'm so lucky to have him and got engaged. He's going to leave me just like my dad did. And guess what he did? So why did those circumstances not matter? Because whatever she was telling me about the circumstance of the breakup was caused by her dominant subconscious thought that she didn't realize she was thinking. That's what matters, not the circumstances. I wish so many of you would get this, but you don't. So that's why Jenna, my assistant, and I made the decision today to turn this, what was a mini course, because we drop mini courses in the squad, my private monthly coaching group every month, into a full-blown fucking course. Because so many of you don't get this. So many of you are even in my squad still asking questions about the goddamn circumstances. You're not getting it. You're not getting that every single fucking time you mention the circumstances, you are literally keeping them in place with your awareness. Let me say it again. Every single fucking time you mention, talk about, ruminate on, ask questions about the circumstances, you are keeping the circumstances in your reality with your awareness of them, because that's how reality is created, with your awareness, with what you're consciously aware of. Are you consciously aware of the third party? Well, guess what? That bitch won't leave. Are you consciously aware that you don't have any money? Well, guess what? You still won't tomorrow. Are you consciously aware that you're SICK? See, I don't even want to say it. Then you will be next week and the week after until you stop banging that drum of the story of SICK-ness. See how I don't even mention it? That thing doesn't exist in my reality. You understand? If you don't want something, don't bang on about it. If you don't want it to exist in your reality, don't even mention the word. When C word started in my group last year, we only called it that. We don't call it the full word. It doesn't exist in our reality. What is existing still in your reality because of your focus on it? Because you keep going on about it? What circumstances are you fucking keeping in place with your awareness? If you're not getting that you're doing that, you really fucking need this course stat. Now, this course won't be for just 1 month. My normal mini courses get dropped in the squad every month and pulled out at the end. So for the membership price of only $35, you join the squad, you get a mini course every month, a different one every month. You also get Make Them Obsessed, our founding mini course that's in the squad. Thank you, Kat Darling. And you also get to watch me coaching people over video once a week. And I go live every Friday for 2 sessions answering your questions. Plus you get support from the mentors and the other members in the Q&A forum whenever you want to ask your questions. Hopefully not about your circumstances. But we discovered whilst doing this course that so many people needed help with this, that so many of you are struggling with your circumstances. And no matter how much you listen to me, you're not really fucking listening when I say circumstances don't fucking matter. It's like it's a little adage you guys have heard from manifestation coaches, but you haven't really understood what it means. And I'm pretty certain that's because most fucking people don't explain it. My smart television just turned on for some bizarre reason. Guys, so many of you don't get it, that every single time you mention your circumstances, you're fucking it up. So that's why this is a full course. So by full course, I mean it's going to go for 4 weeks, 4 weeks worth of videos, not just 3, 4 weeks worth of workbooks, plus another huge 4 weeks of tasks. And these tasks are going to make sure your mental diet is on point, because some of you have a mental diet that's gone down the fucking toilet. And some of you have been listening to morons who just say, get in the state, and yet your mental diet is trash. And you're wondering why you can't stay in the state. I'll tell you why you can't stay in the fucking state, because your mental diet's crap. You're not changing your thinking on a constant basis. You're not staying in the new awareness of self. You aren't aware of your new self. You're very, very much aware of your circumstances and the old you and your old state. And you're wondering why just being in the state isn't working, because your mental diet's trash. So let me give you the tip. You're going to have some full-on tasks in the second month of this course to keep you on track. A journal to keep and a whole lot of tasks to do. And I mean really discipline yourself and do it. Bloody hell, this television is listening to me. Stop. Guys, circumstances don't matter. And if you really think they do, you really need this course, because some of you are just not getting this. And it's like infuriating. Most of the answers in the squad by our amazing mentors, and there's about 7 or 8 of them, say things like, stop talking about the circumstances. These circumstances don't matter. Stop telling that story. Tell this story. It's the same answer over and fucking over again. And some people say to manifestation coaches, why do you keep repeating yourself? Don't you get sick of repeating yourself? Because there is no other answer except what your awareness is what you'll manifest. That's how you manifested it in the fucking first place, with your awareness. Who you think you am. Who do you think you are? A person who's got a specific person who doesn't love them and has found another girl? Well, then that's what you'll be. Are you aware of being a person who has no money and constantly has no money to pay their bills? Well, then that's what you'll be. Are you aware that you're a person who's SICK? Well, then you'll fucking stay that way. Because that's your goddamn awareness, because you think your circumstances are special. They're not special, and you're not fucking special. And I mean that not like you're not special, like you're not important and not enough. I mean, stop thinking your circumstances are different than anybody else's. They're not. And you can change them just as quickly as someone else who's succeeded in manifesting what they want has. But the only thing stopping you is you and your importance that you've placed on your fucking circumstances. I'm so sick of hearing you go on and fucking on in my group about your circumstances. So that's why this course is now a full-on fucking course, and it won't be $95 on the website. It'll be a substantial course, because so many of you fucking need this. You understand? Circumstances don't matter. Yours don't matter either. So stop telling me that they do. Stop telling yourself that they do, and then they'll change. All right, guys? So now I'll answer your questions. Love the Loz rant. Oh, my God, that was a hell of a rant, and my battery's about to go off. So let's get this Q&A started quick smart, because it just said low battery. And that's why the live just stopped all of a sudden. I'm going right to the top. Yay, Miss Jules, yay! What's this? SP says he has something to tell me. Can we assume what they say before hearing it? Wow, I'm going to scroll up right now and see a whole lot of questions about circumstances, aren't I? Like that fucking one. What did I just say? Forget what they said. Forget what you think they're going to say. Assume they're going to say something good, darling. How do we forget the circumstance? Well, Charlie, look, that's a bloody good question. Some of you can't. So create a new one, okay? You turn your attention away from it. It doesn't mean you forget it or you ignore it necessarily. If you can, great. But a lot of you can't. So then instead of doing that, accept it. Oh, wow, look at this shitty circumstance that's turned up. Well, I'm thinking this story instead. Instead of trying to forget it, instead of trying to ignore it, because some of you find that fucking hard. Right? And when we are talking with our SP, we ignore them. No, guys, I'm not telling you to ignore your fucking SP. I'm saying whatever they say, just go, okay, interesting, all right. Like if they told you to fuck off and die, be like, okay then, bye. Don't be like, oh, I'm all upset. Don't accept as true anything they've fucking said. Don't act like a nut. You just don't react. A lot of this course is about not reacting and teaching you how to not react, because a lot of you react like fucking psychopaths and then you wonder why you make your manifestation situation worse. Assume it will be beautiful, script visualize. Yes, darling, do that. I just want me. I want everything about me. Do everything in all efforts, just me. Well, do that, darling, please. 3D is just your perspective. Exactly. How do I forgive SP for taking this long when he comes back? Selma, it's your fucking fault. So why don't you go yell at yourself for taking this long? Why don't you yell at yourself for the fact that the penny hasn't fucking dropped yet, that it's your thinking that's causing the length of time? So don't blame them for your problems. Do we ignore 3D with our thoughts or feelings? Guys, I'm not telling you to ignore the 3D. I'm saying accept it or turn your attention away from it. It's a big difference. I go into depth about that in this next part of the course in part 2 that just dropped today. So if you go and join the squad right now, you'll get part 2. You see it in the guides. There's part 1 and a workbook, part 2 and a workbook. I've worked on my self-concept so much that I decided to pick the SP that I know I deserve, not what I thought. Oh, sometimes, guys, you change SPs because your self-concept's elevated so much. Peak self-concept so much is manifesting, and it's because I've let go of the need and want. I know it's all mine. Oh, you love that. Wonderful. My first time seeing you on here. Oh, lovely. Treat the time away as good time for SP to build their love for you and come back better. Yes, guys, treat the circumstances in a good way, in a favourable way. So say there's distance between you or you're not talking. Oh, this gives me time to work on my self-concept because it was down the toilet. And now when he comes back, I'll be perfect. He'll be perfect for me. I'll be ready and I won't react anymore and I won't be acting like a triggered bitch when he comes back. Perfect timing. Like talk about it like that. Not that I'm saying you have to be perfect, but I'm just saying treat whatever circumstance that looks shitty as a good circumstance. Give it a new meaning. Give it a good meaning. Every time my 3P appears, I sigh and say, poor thing, doesn't know she's being used as a placeholder. Good. I love that. Lol, I literally did and said that with my ex. What are you talking about? 3D is your perspective. What you focus on grows. Yes, guys. Talking about the third party. What's about this? Don't talk about them, please. What questions are there to ask if not mentioning circumstances? Well, exactly. What you should be asking is, what self-concept caused this? What can I change in me? What new thoughts can I have to change this? You can mention them if you like, but you need to understand if you mention the circumstance in the question, you are still keeping it in place. However, some of you might need to kind of mention the question, the circumstance in the question. So your question should always be, Loz, what am I thinking if this is happening? Loz, what self-concept issue is this? And most of you who've watched me for a long time come at me with those kind of phrases of question now because you know that this is about you and changing you. So you actually know what to ask from now on because you've watched me for long enough. So guys, if you haven't watched me before, you're new to my TikTok or you haven't even watched my YouTube, go back to the basics and watch the How to Manifest playlist and How to Manifest Your Specific Person playlist because I go in great detail about self-concept in that. There's also the self-concept playlist. Okay, self-concept is what manifests. And a lot of you are being taught self-concept wrong. And you're not even phrasing the questions in the correct way to know what you need to go and do. If you keep telling me about your circumstances, that's when people get frustrated, even the mentors, because you're not getting this, that it's you have to change. Not your circumstances. You created them. You can't change out here. Hi, my dear Loz. Oh, Anna. Good morning, Queen. Oh, thank you. It took me so long to know the difference between feeling and feelings. Yes, feeling is the secret, not feelings. They don't talk about feelings. 3D is old thoughts. Work on your self-concept and 3D will change as within, so without, as within, so without, out here. That's exactly what that means. Thank you, Kelly. Hang on. I struggle with believing this because when we get our manifestation, what do you tell yourself then? Melissa, watch more of my videos. You're fucking lost as hell. Darling, what do you mean? You're talking about it like it's magic. When I get this thing, what do I tell myself then? You tell yourself it's staying. You tell yourself, well done, you did that. Manifesting isn't magic, darling. You're doing it all day. You manifested them away with your shitty fucking thoughts. Stop thinking of this as some woo-woo shit that some dickhead law of attraction teacher taught you. How to manifest today. You're manifesting right fucking now, Melissa. Go and watch all my videos. You're lost as hell. And I mean that in the nicest possible way because you phrase that like, what do I do then? What you do then is stay on top of your self-concept that won them back, that got them back. They're reflecting you. So if you get your specific person back, guys, with your new self-concept, don't you have to keep that new self-concept? Or you're going to let it just go down the fucking toilet again because then you'll lose them again. They're only reflecting you. You understand? Hi, Loz, just popped in to say thank you so much. My self-concept is on fire. Watching you. Wonderful, darling. Congratulations. Do you like flipping thoughts or addressing them? I don't talk about flipping them, guys. We're literally changing them. You can call it flipping if you like, but we're not flipping thoughts. We're literally changing them. I don't really know what the difference is there. That's kind of semantics. Flipping or addressing, what does that mean? We're just changing them, darling. Hi, Loz. I've been speaking to because some people say there's no such thing as flipping thoughts, so you don't have to flip thoughts to manifest. All right, bitch. So how am I getting in the state if I don't think differently? Oh, I can't really answer that question. I just teach states. Yes, but you're teaching it incorrectly because you're not teaching people how to get into the state, are you? You're just saying get in it, be in it. Ping. Most people can't do ping. You didn't even do ping when you started. So why are you teaching it like that? Oh, because I'm a moron. Hi, Loz. Been speaking to my SP at events, but can't seem to get him speaking to me online to connect. Well, then he won't, darling, because you can't seem to, because that's your story. I can't seem to. We talk all the time online. He talks to me all day long. He's obsessed with me. He sends me good morning messages and good night messages. He's obsessed with me and talks to me all day long. We talk all day long. So that's the story. What's the difference in the course that's not in the group for free? Is it personalised? So this is in the group. So right now, fuck the 3D, my mini course about why circumstances don't matter, today turned into a full course that goes for an extra month. It normally goes for a month, right? So this is the course that you should all be doing if you're reacting to your goddamn circumstances, okay? And it's a full-blown course now. So for only $35 this month, you will get this course. If you stay for the next month, for the next $35, you'll get the next part of the course, the mental diet part of the course. If you leave, you'll only get half the course, right? And you can cancel anytime, guys. But when it goes on the website, it'll be a lot more expensive than $35. Stop checking the third party if you're the one keeping that alive. Yes, guys. What to do when I stop wanting self-SP because I didn't like the way they act, don't want to give up? Well, they're only acting the way you think they're going to act. They're only reflecting you, darling. So listen to me, please. I'm loving this live. Oh, good, darling. She's just trying to convince everyone she isn't secure about the relationship. What are you talking about? Oh, sorry, I missed whole comments here. Hang on, I'm scrolling up. Hang on. How do I manifest getting flowers that are some affirmations? Why do you need that specific thing so badly, darling? You can get flowers all you like, but what does that mean? What is it you actually want? Like you want to be in a relationship with the person? I'd manifest that whole thing. But if you just want flowers, then imagine yourself getting flowers. Loz, you're my idol. Oh, thank you, Mavis. Hi, Loz. Beza from the squad here, and I'm getting my money back today. My new landlord is so nice. Oh, good, darling. Oh, you changed your name on here. Loz, I saw a girl has my SP's initial in her bio. So? Give it good meaning. Stop giving the meaning that's your SP. What the fuck? Why are you even looking? That's a circumstance. Are you listening? Open your ears. I manifest my dream car and a dream cat for 3 months. Oh, wonderful, darling. And a dream cat. When picking one of your 8-hour sleep affirmations, which one is best when going through a breakup? Right. Pick the one that's most aligned to your self-concept problem. So if you feel unchosen and not good enough, go do that one. If you feel like you have an abandonment issue, do that one. If you feel like you're really still focused on the love aspect of this and you can't stop fucking thinking about your specific person, go and do the loved and adored one. Okay? If there's a third party involved or you feel unprioritized, do that one. Okay? And I'll have more soon. What self-concept do I need to change to make money with my digital market biz? I make so much money, blah, 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 blah. So those kind of things. But investigate why you think you can't. Do you think you're not good enough? Do you think you'll fail? Are you afraid of success? Are you afraid of being seen? Are you afraid you're an imposter? What's your story about you as to why you can't succeed, darling? That's what you need to fix. Loz, I lost my old horse at the weekend. It's been affirming for his good health and thrown me. Oh, no, Karuna. Oh, darling, that's so sad. Oh. If my SP starts talking shit, I start the affirmation alphabet. I am awesome. I am beautiful. That's crazy. I'm courageous. I'm determined. I'm energized. I love that. Alexa, what if we're going back and forth with an SP or an USP? Why are you telling me your name? I can see it. I'm not a psychic. Darling, please don't ask me questions like I'm a fucking psychic. If you're going back and forth with an SP or an USP, then keep both until you decide on one. I find visualizing with this new USP a lot more natural than the last one. Well, good, darling. Recently, I truly have been feeling one of a kind. I'm awesome in every single way. Oh, wonderful. Hang on, guys. Yes, going hard on my self-concept this week. Good, Rita. My self-concept is high right now. Oh, wonderful. I know I'm chosen. No one compares to me. Oh, well, that's fantastic. Oh, my God, I'm literally watching your YouTube videos right now, and I didn't know you were live. Oh, wonderful. What a coincidence. There are no coincidences. I've been doing solely self-concept for a good while now, and it's been wonderful. Oh, good. So, guys, please do make sure you come and join the squad. You will get an email in the next probably half an hour. Jenna will be sending it out to your inbox, telling you all about this new course, okay, that it's an extended course and what will be in it. And I really, really want you guys to understand that this is vital for a lot of you. And the reason why we've extended this as a full course and not just a mini course in the squad this month and next month is because so many people have already said after just watching part one, holy shit, I wish I knew this shit before. Which made me think, have you been listening to me? Right. So guys, if you keep reacting to your 3D, if you keep thinking your circumstances matter, if you can't turn your attention away from your circumstances, if your circumstances have not changed, this is the course you need, and you can get it this month and next month for $35 a month. When it goes on my website, it'll be much more than that. It'll be more than the $95 mini course cost as well, because it's a full-blown course, okay? So make sure you come and join the squad at subconsciousloz.com or the link in my bio, okay? And you will see that everyone is already getting the aha moments, the penny drop moments just from part one. Part two literally dropped an hour ago. There's a workbook for each. There's going to be 4 parts to this course, plus a whole month of mental diet tasks to keep you on top of this new reality where nothing fucking phases you in the 3D and you say, fuck the 3D. All right, guys, I'll see you soon, and thanks so much for joining me.